maybe after Saturday's home matinee game, the upcoming 8-game SEC tournament road trip that the Preds are going to be on will be just what the doctor ordered to rally this team and get them back into the playoff hunt. What do you think, Johnny? Would you quit reading the press clippings that are coming out of ownership and the front office? This team is not making the playoffs. Come on, Jersey guy. Join the side of wanting to see this team finally rebuild. Stop me if you've heard this before. Preds lose 5-4 to the Florida Panthers. Dig themselves a big hole. Attempt to rally back. Fall short. And tell the press afterwards for like the 100th time, yeah, we just need to play a full 60-minute game. All of that is falling on deaf ears, and it needs to change now. Yeah, it was nice to have Ryan Johansson and Brad Richardson back in the lineup tonight. And it was nice to have Ryan score his first goal of the season at last and get off the schneid. He scored on a goalie, no less. This is now game 23. What were the Preds players on the ice for the opening Panthers goal doing when Carter Verhaeghe scored the Panthers' first goal of the game? They were all like deers in the headlights watching the puck instead of watching this guy named Carter Verhaeghe come in and score on Rene. Later, odd man rush by the son of former NHL goon Brian Marchment, Mason Marchment, and it's already 2-0 Panthers. That's what the score would be after one, and it looks like a long night ahead for the Preds. And that is something when the Preds lose games. Either rookies score their first NHL goals, or former Preds come back to burn their former team as Patrick Hornquist sets up Huberdeau on the 3-0 goal to start off the second period. I guess one of the few bright spots of this game was Ekholm scored his 4th goal in 4 games. His trade value is probably the highest it's ever been. And if a really good offer comes Poyle's way, ownership, sell, sell, sell. Later, when it was 4-1 Panthers near the end of the second period, Forsberg would score his 10th of the season already in 23 games. And you know the trade offers for him will only continue to swirl, much to the chagrin of me and other members of Preds Nation. In the third, it looked like maybe the Preds would rally since they so quickly off of an odd man rush made it 4-3 on a goal one-timer from Boretsky to Grimaldi, but Florida challenged it, correctly so, as Grimaldi had entered the zone offside in the first place. But the one thing the Preds do on nights like this, even though they don't come back after being down by so much, is they make a game entertaining, because after Ekblad makes it 5-2, the Preds don't go quietly into the Nashville night. Sissons would cut the Panthers' lead to 5-3 with just under 8 minutes left to go in the third period, and as I alluded to earlier, Ryan Johansson would score his first of the season, cutting the Panthers' lead to 5-4 with 1:13 left to go in regulation, but that's the closest the Preds would get to making this game relatively at all close, and they would lose by a final of 5-4. At least with this performance and the comeback win in Florida in early February, the Preds are ensuring how much money the Panthers wasted on Bobrovsky's big money contract. The Preds still only have one win against the upper echelon competition from the Central Division. One win. How can ownership be satisfied to stand pat? You can't tell me there isn't decent offers out there right now for Ekholm with the way he's playing, and maybe even Forsberg. Start gathering draft picks for Cousins and Haula as well. Give the fan base something positive to look forward to in the near future, not being a consistent lottery draft team if you let this team continue to deteriorate without making moves. We can handle and accept comeback losses like the game tonight if they are done with younger players who develop and get better with age. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, hit like if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you really like it. You can find my social media by clicking on a channel name. And again, ownership, I plead, do not take this comeback loss as a sign to stand pat.